What does it stand for, NXT? Well, I have no idea, but welcome, guys, to the review of the Target Series 2 NXT Takeover line featuring Alexander Rusev, Roman Reigns, Mr. Glorious Bobby Roode, and Ember Moon. Now, this is a kind of cool set because two figures I never expected to ever get, which was old school Rusev, old school Roman Reigns, plus a Bobby Roode, his debut in the Elite line, and Ember Moon in the Elite line debuted. Also, I previously reviewed some wrestling toys, and it seemed like people really liked me reviewing wrestling toys. This is a surprise, you know? My name's Tommy Toy Travels. Why would people want to watch wrestling toy videos? I don't get it. All right, so that was a bit of a dumb joke. So let's start it off with Mr. Roman Reigns and then go that order, because I bet a lot of people watching this video will want to see Mr. Roman Reigns. Pre-Believe That Baby Girl Roman Reigns. His NXT debut was 10/31/2012, so every Halloween is permanently Roman Reigns' debut birthday, and it says he's the bluest of the blue chippers. I don't know what that means, but there's a bio for old school Roman Reigns. There's a picture of him with his tights. I'm pretty sure that this is from his debut attire. There are a little differences here and there from that debut attire, but we'll get to that when we get to that. How does that sound? Now, these Target figures, I never know exactly how to open them, so this is a little tutorial for all of you out there that don't know how to open these figures. Ask someone for some help if you need to. If not, you just rip the box open. You can always do that. I don't know why I'm not ripping it open, because I'm not an MOC collector. So you open this up, you take the toy out, and boom, there you go. On the back of his packaging, it shows a horse. I guess this is a reference to TKO, the sassy wild horse, or whatever it's called. So yeah, this is Believe That Roman Reigns, pre-Believe That Roman Reigns, pre-Suffering Succotash, Tater Tots pre-Shield. And the cool thing about this is that Mattel totally botched it by not doing the tattoo. Ha ha ha, JK, LOL, guys. He didn't have the tattoo completed at that time, or this was how it was completed at that time. So he has this like horseshoe design thing. I don't know why he was like, that would have been a good gimmick for him, just like a horse lover and stuff like that, like you see on women's romance novels, and he could have come out on a horse every night for WWE Raw and just had like a fan blowing in his hair. But no, we know him now as a dude that wears camo and stuff. That's not camouflaged unless he's fighting at night, and then he's camouflaged. The only difference that I see on this figure and his debut is that the boots have red on the tippy toes, Seinfeld reference, but they were actually white at the event. So I don't know about you guys, what you think about that. Do you prefer the red or do you prefer the white? I might kind of prefer the red for consistency, although for accuracy, this isn't his debut attire. And on the back, there is a picture of a horse, which we previously saw before on the packaging. So that's nice consistency there. So the biggest problem with this figure, though, is that derp face. Like, they have good Roman Reigns faces this day and age, and I just don't understand how this face is the face that they gave us. It just straight up not good. It's super derpy. It looks like, you guys know that woman that found like that Jesus painting and she tried to fix it? This is like not that level, but this is still kind of, like, yeah, that's, as an accessory, he comes with an NXT shirt. So if you guys like watching toy reviews, hit that like button for no reason. And it's just an NXT shirt. I'm not going to put it on the Roman Reigns figure because he didn't actually have an NXT shirt as far as I know. It was just a nice little thing to include with your figures. So if you ever want to role play or something, do some fig fed and have people go NXT brand, that's cool. Would you guys actually like if WWE put out like a t-shirt set which like NXT, SmackDown, Raw, and then 205 Live? Is that something you'd be interested in? A 4-pack, let's say $14.99, because that sounds like something Mattel would price. Would that be something you buy, or would you more likely buy at $12.99? I think $12.99 might be interesting. I don't know if they do that though. But this is Roman Reigns. I think you switch the face with a contemporary Roman Reigns, and then this is a really cool looking figure, especially because Roman Reigns doesn't wear this attire, and you never get to see his legs. So you're seeing them now. All right, let's move on to probably the biggest disappointment in the set, Ember Moon. Now, Ember Moon is a pretty cool wrestler because her name is Fire, like Ember, and Moon, like night. So what does that even mean? It's like they put two nouns together. So my new name is going to be Light Doorknob. And that's just like Ember Moon. So hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new Light Doorknob review. This time I'm reviewing Ember Moon NXT figurine. I'm gonna say this, I looked high and low for a solid 2 minutes trying to find what this attire is from, but I'm pretty sure that this is just a hodgepodge that Mattel put together. I don't think it's 100% based on reality, so there you go. If someone actually knows in the comments and wants to correct me, go ahead. But for now, I don't have any screenshots or anything because this is all I know. All right, first of all, I don't think her hair was ever this blonde. I don't know about that. So that's point one I'm taking off, guys. Point two, I really enjoy how she has this sculpted arm, even though she just has hands. You see what I'm talking about? Like, what the heck, Mattel? Do you not have arms, or is it because they decided, let's give the crappy articulation for this figure? Because what? This is so, I don't get it. It barely moves well. I think it's, let's see if it's actually, it doesn't feel, sorry the camera's not focusing. I will say, trying to move it, it just doesn't feel well, that joint right there, and it feels like it could break off or something. So I'm going to say be careful with that. And yeah, this is so stupid how they just molded that. Like, this is the Elite line. Elite. Nothing about that's Elite, baby. Okay, so then she comes with like boots and stuff, and you can not really move them well because she has those pads there and okay, so let's take this off. Enough of me talking. Enough talking. Tommy toy talk, basically, is what I'm saying. So we take this off, and then boom, it's Ember Moon. Oh, cool. So she has like this, I'm a rob a train sort of gimmick going on, and then you take it off and she's like, yo, what's up? I think the face looks really good, actually. That's Tommy talking. That's not what she's saying. I can see her in that face. I think the sculpt works for her. Lift up the hair a little, and you can, yep, we got exclusive sculpting for this figure, for that top, so that's cool. And then this is for her. This skirt thing and this bow on the back, that's a nice inclusion for her. And I do want to note, though, that I'm seeing some scratches on the leg. Every single one of these they had at Target. This is a Target exclusive, first time mentioning that. Every single one at Target had that issue. So let me know in the comments if you picked this up and you have that issue. But until then, yeah, this hand really ruins it. And the fact that I can't figure out when this attire is from also bothers me a bit. But it could have been a lot better. But I really don't like this articulation, and this looks so bad. It looks so bad. Like, this is what you do with basics, not elites. Mattel. Okay, let's move on, guys. Things are getting a little glorious. This is Bobby Roode from March 15th when he had the NXT title. Also at NXT Takeover Montreal, or was it Toronto or Quebec, whatever it was. NXT Toronto, let's say. He wore an attire like this, but for me, I'll say it right here, guys, I'm a little jaded. Yo, guys, I forgot to mention, this is what it shows on the back of Ember Moon's packaging. Look at that, very cool, very cool. Okay, shut up, Tommy. Let's move on. Okay, so here's what it shows on Bobby Roode. It just says Bobby Roode. So let me continue what I was saying. I'm a little jaded when it comes to Bobby Roode figures because I think if it's an elite, you just gotta include a robe. But of course, this one didn't. It's the first time we're getting the new NXT Championship title. Let's zoom in on this so you guys can see it in all its glorious detail. But heel camera, of course, doesn't want to focus, but that's because heel camera's a jerk. But look at that. Oh, it's shining in the light. It's glorious. Okay, so let's get to the figure face first. Yeah, well, I can see him in there. But I think this is one of those that, like, you print the face on, it'll look much better because this is definitely a cartoonish looking face, and it's one that I talk about this before, that Mattel really needs to decide whether they're going all in or not on the face printing, because you got a full face printed next to something that looks super cartoony like this, and they don't even really look like they're from the same line. You know what I'm talking about? It's pretty night and day if you ask me. But for me, I'm even hesitant to collect some wrestling toys because it's like they have this technology. Am I buying this Bobby Roode figure now to in a couple months have them release another one with face print and then about $20 more? I don't know, but is this attire worth it? It's aight, I guess. Like it's Bobby Roode. They got it done. It's a simple attire. You know, these were studded, but I understand why they didn't put all those studs there. I will note, though, that at the show that he won this championship, he had white boots on, so that's an inaccuracy. And also, guys, because this is a Tommy Toy Travels review, I have to point out the smallest of inaccuracies. They used the wrong knee pads. His were a little longer, so there you go. But other than that, I'm going to say that this is a very good Bobby Roode figure. It's just such a shame that he doesn't come with a Bobby Roode robe. All right, we're on the home run, or whatever they say when things are ending up. This is Alexander Rusev. He comes with a piece of wood because he used to enter with a piece of wood, sometimes with people's names on it, and then he'd break it, and he'd act like that's signifying that he's going to break their back or something. I don't know. But it was a cool gimmick. I like Rusev when he first started because there was no Lana, and he was cool, but, you know, when they added Lana, he really started shining, and then he took off this attire and became the Rusev we all know, who celebrates Rusev Day every time it comes around. And hey guys, happy Rusev Day. What a coincidence that I'm making this video on Rusev Day. Alright, so this is the piece of wood. They didn't even do much with it. It's just a square. We could have added some texture or something to give it that look of a piece of wood, but no, this is pretty crappy. This is Rusev holding up his hand saying, yo, what's up? I think the face is great. They captured that hair well, because I have to point out some weird things. There is some paint missing and stuff there, but I think overall it's good. I really, really am a big fan of this face, not just because I really like Rusev's look at this time. He comes with a sarong, an entrance sarong, which is very long, and then you take this off. This was my favorite part of that attire, is he has like this nice skirt thing, kind of looking like he's Warbeard Hansen or something, and this is incredibly accurate to how he looked at the time. And underneath you can see he is wearing his tights. I don't think anything's printed on it. I think it's just black. So if any of you are customizers and you want to make just a Rusev wearing black, all you have to do is buy this, cut off the skirt, and then you're good, because the skirt is non-removable, but I can see that they glue it right there. And this is awesome. This is an awesome Rusev Day figure for Rusev Day. And I'm really happy to end on this one because I really like it and it looks very good. And that's basically it, guys. This is the complete set. I reviewed it. It's very rare for me to review figures. I think from best to worst, it goes Rusev, Roman's tough because I really hate that face. So Roode, Roman, Ember. So there you go, guys. What do you think? Which ones are you going to buy if you buy them? But which ones do you think you're not going to buy if you don't buy them? See ya.